Is the Nikon Z5 II a handheld hero for 4K video and stills? Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. So this is the new studio setup. When we had the Nikon Z5 II, Shelly and I got to take it out. We went to Memorial Gardens nearby. This is some 4K footage, not cropped. This is an initial image that we did. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm sitting here in the studio, and I'm going to show you some images. I'm going to talk to you about these images, and this is not my normal process. So let me know what you think about this in a comment down below. So everything that you're going to get to see was shot with the Nikon Z5 II, either video or stills in the field. Didn't do a lot of talking in the field, and everything was handheld that day. I want to make that clear. And I'm only going to show you raw, unedited photos and videos, just so you get a good grasp of what this camera is capable of doing, especially handheld. Composition number one is relates to the video. I just love the scene of this pine drooped over that window, and in the video you could see it move a little bit. This was just outside the Memorial Gardens. You enter in and there's this cool looking tree tunnel. This is filmed at 4K 30, which we'll talk about 4K 30 versus 4K 60 a little bit later. There's Shelly taking some photos with her Nikon ZF, which she got for Christmas last year. This is the tree tunnel. Remember, I'm not doing any post-processing here in this video. This is all raw images right out of the camera for you to look at. I like the tree tunnel. I actually think I like the next composition a little bit better. It's in that portrait mode, so it elongates the trees a little bit. These are also shot with the Nikon Z24-120 f4 lens. Here's a little flower. I loved the dew that was still on the leaves of this flower. I wish it would have been in focus. Unfortunately, it wasn't. And as you can see, the focus point is pretty much down here on these items that are on that one leaf. I was trying to get the focus to pick up on the water drops in this photograph. Here's some more flowers. Like I said, we were shooting at a Memorial Garden. Really nice place to take a camera out and just do some snapshots with. There's a little bit of blur in here. There is a focus point. It's back there on the golden flowers, believe it or not. Yeah. Here's our first example of 4K 60 versus 4K 30, and you can see the crop. And here is that shot as a still. It's not one of my favorite photos, but I thought I'd share it just because I had video 4K 60 and 4K 30 of it. That's where I realized for the first time that this camera had crop issues at 4K 60. So you got the 4K 30 frames per second on the left and the 4K 60 on the right. You can definitely see the crop in on this. I did not do any zoom. It was the same focal length for both shots. This is showing the handheld capabilities of the Nikon Z5 II. Okay, so these two are side by side. You're seeing motion blur on the left and freeze frame on the right there, this fountain. So I got two more images here for you comparing motion and blur. This one here, you can see the beating of the water as it's jetting off the screen there. I love this shot. It's at 1/4000th of a second handheld, which, you know, that's easy when you're just trying to stop the motion. But the ability to get down to 1/25th of a second handheld and get that silky smooth water flow. You know, the kind that you want on a waterfall? Yeah, this was handheld. I'm really impressed. The Nikon Z5 II impresses me in a lot of ways, and we'll go into it in a few videos down the road. So that wraps up my thoughts on the Nikon Z5 Mark II in the field. Do you think it's a handheld hero? I'm loving it. I loved it all week long. If you want to see the one camera, one lens in the field video, I'll leave you a link right up here. Go check that out. If you want to see everything I've done with the Nikon Z5 Mark II, I'll have another one right about here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace and safe travels. Bye-bye.